Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Read some more Tsukihime. That's new. I have a logo, so that's pretty cool. Check the description to see the awesome VTuber slash artist who designed it for me. Give them a follow. They're real cool. Get yourself a logo too if you want, because logos are hard to make. Take it from someone who's tried to make his own. Anyways, here we are. It's time to go through Hisui's route, which I hear a lot of people say is their favorite route. Well, I think I hear people say Hisui's their favorite girl, but Kohaku, maybe? I don't know. You know what? People's opinions, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, what does matter is I had everyone basically say, hey, you need to read the prologue again. It's been a long time. Things might make a bit more sense, and they're important for what's going to be coming forward. So as such, yeah, of course, let's go check out the prologue one more time and see what, we can parse from it now at least. So let's go head on back in. We're going to watch the opening here. Suddenly I awaken with a start. The night is pitch black, and no one else is in the house. It's scary being alone in the dark. So to find everyone, I head out into the garden. Our mansion's gardens are vast fields of green. Trying to think whose perspective this could be. Surrounded by a thick, dense forest, with trees blanketing out the light, almost like a massive curtain, like a stage in a theater somewhere. The curtain of trees open with a swishing sound. Excitement fills me, anticipating the beginning of the grand play. In the distance, I hear the sound of echoes beyond the black curtain of trees. Inside the forest, the sounds of everyone happily playing around. The curtain doesn't open yet. Unable to restrain myself, I wander into the darkness of the forest. Darkness surrounds me, a blackness so deep it's suffocating. Not even the calming rays of the moonlight can reach this deep. The air is cold, a winter's chill so deep, my eyes feel like they'll freeze. For a brief moment, I thought I heard someone call my name, so I walk even deeper into the forest. After passing through the veil of trees, I find everyone waiting for me in the forest clearing. But something is wrong. Everyone is lying on the ground. Oh, everyone's lying on the ground in pieces. The clearing is bathed in red. I don't understand. A stranger approaches. The look on his face says he wants to rip me apart. I don't understand at all. But someone I don't know, steps in front of me and is torn apart in my place. Is this Akiha's perspective? I'm just a kid, so I really don't understand. A splash. Something warm and wet hits my face. It's red. A red liquid, red like a tomato. The person that was torn apart, the person I called Mom, never called my name again. What? No, never mind. I'm still very confused at who this is. I really don't understand. But it is just so cruel. I wanted to cry, just felt like crying. Oh, this is still. Warm crimson blurs my vision, seeping into my eyes. But it doesn't bother me at all. The lonely moon floats above me, bearing witness in the night sky. Yeah, this is still. It's strange. Why didn't I realize until now? Such a cold, horrible nightmare. Yes, I didn't realize it. That tonight, the moon is so beautiful. Yeah, this is still. I still don't know, man. I still don't know. Because I thought, is this Akiha's perspective? But we don't know anything about the mom. Like, no mothers have really been brought up in this entire thing. No mommies. We gotta wait till the remake for mommies. I've seen the remake mommy. I didn't say mom. I didn't say mother. I said mommy. I've seen her. They put out that Melty Blood trailer. Mommy's confirmed? Milfy Blood? Let's go. Anyways, let's head on in. Now, of course, we are going to be able to skip through the route, which is nice because we can just go through and follow the things we need. So let's skip. So we're going to go right in. We're going to say, nope, we're not seeing CL. Skip the scene. We are going to skip. We are going to eat lunch in class. And skip. You've already viewed the scene. Yeah, oh boy. Here we go. We're going back to the mansion. You've already viewed this ski scene. Skip, yes. You've already viewed this scene. Skip, yes. Okay, we're going to think about the cheerful girl. This is new. This is new. Akiha isn't the only person I haven't seen since then. I can't remember all the details because it's been 8 years, but there were other children at the mansion around the same age as me. Well, shoot. They've been here all this time. I don't remember their name. Oh, wow, okay. Huh. Just right here. I was expecting this to be a big plot twist later, but he's like, oh no, they've been here all this time. Just forgot, I guess, or never brought it up. I don't remember their names, but there were 2 girls who were twins. Father once said they didn't have any relatives, so he took them to work as servants. I don't know. That's kind of sus. Maybe it's just me, but like, regardless if they don't have family, don't take them in as servants, dude. I know Japan has different laws regarding that, but oh god, it's just making me think of the sixpence drama. If you don't know, you don't know, and don't worry. That's weird. We played together so often we were small, but I can't remember their names. I close my eyes and cast my mind back. Oh. Okay, I'm calling it right now. The twist of that's going to be Hisui. Calling it right now. Calling it right now. Look, I know how you work, Nasu. Your black and white photos of people that you think are going to be one person, but they're another. I'm calling it right now. I should be able to remember. She was a girl who was always cheerful. So cheerful that you'd become cheerful just by looking at her. A girl with a carefree personality who was loved by everyone at the mansion. Because she was close to my age, I got along very well with her, and it seemed like every day we would run around the garden together. Let's play together, Shiki-chan, she would say, and I could remember her taking me out of my room after I secluded myself inside. She would often laugh and take shy Akia's hand, trying to make her play with us. Maybe she was older than the both of us. She would guide me and Akia to play together, but once we started playing, she would just watch over us. Even Akia's tutor, the harsh butler, would say, I don't mind as long as is with you guys, and let Akiha out to play as if there was no helping it. In contrast to that girl was the other one. Oh, never mind. On the second floor. When we played in the garden, there was always a girl looking down at us every time I turned to look at the mansion. She was the twin of that cheerful girl, but she would always gaze at us expressionlessly. That girl would never try to leave the house. All she would do was watch us with those cold eyes. Well, in the end, I only ended up talking a little with her. I wonder if those girls are still at the mansion. While I think about that, I take a white ribbon out of my bag. An old white ribbon the girls gave me at the very end. Oh, a keepsake. 8 years ago, after I was involved in the accident. The day I was entrusted to the Arima family. Right before I was about to leave the mansion, the girl gave me this for some reason. I'm just lending it to you, so be sure to return it. Saying something along those lines, she ran off. Afterwards, I was quickly found by one of the servants and taken to the front entrance. With no one to see me off, I walked out the gates of that giant mansion while the Arima lady held my hand. It was my last memory of when I left the Tohno mansion 8 years ago. I put the ribbon back in my bag, but it's been 8 years after all. Not only do I not know if they're still at the mansion, I can't even remember their names. To make things worse, I can't remember which girl gave me the ribbon. Oh, Schrodinger's ribbon. I'm sure it's going to be whoever's route you're on is going to be the one who takes the ribbon. Still, it's not like it was some important promise or anything, buddy. Oh my god, you don't know how girls think. Neither do I, but I still want to keep the promise as long as I can still remember it. I agree to return to the mansion because Akia's now there all by herself. I left her there for 8 years, pushing all responsibility onto her while I selfishly lived freely. I'm going back because I feel guilty for what I did to her. I didn't exactly plan to use this as an opportunity to do so, but that girl is still at the mansion. I want to properly fulfill the promise from 8 years ago. Yo, it's huge. The word just escaped my mouth when I reached the gate. For someone like me, used to living in a normal house, the Tohno mansion seems well out of reality. I wonder if I rushed into this. No, it's too late to start regretting things now. The gates aren't locked. I push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down on any visitors. Beside the iron double doors is an unmatching doorbell. All right. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We have been waiting for you. The door opens with a creak. Inside is the lobby I remembered, and a young girl in an apron. Wrong voice. Thank goodness. You're so late I was beginning to worry that you had gotten lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you if you hadn't arrived at by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic apron smiles warmly. No, that's, I'm so taken aback by her outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to distrust, the girl tilts her head a little. You're Shiki-sama, aren't you? Yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama. Reminder for those who don't know about honorifics. Sama is about equal to saying, like, the great. Or, you know, almost like lord or sir. Like, it's powerful. Sama is like, whoa. That's some respect on Sama. You are, right? Oh, please don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I'd made another mistake back there. She gives a good-natured laugh. I have no basis for this, but she fits the image perfectly. Could it be that you're the girl who played together with us when we were small? I inquire tentatively. She gives a full smile, looking truly happy. Come, you must be tired, right? Please do come in. Akiya-sama's waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. Turning back as if she just remembered something, she makes a bow, a full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitantly. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. It's as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years or if they had refurbished it since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow. I brought Shiki-sama with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kohaku. Thank you. It seems the maid's name is Kohaku. Kohaku, of course, means amber, I think? Yes, amber. Because Hisui means jade. Which is buck wild when you remember. Okay, hold up. I need to bring this up. The new Pokemon region is the Hisui region, right? Hisui means jade. Pokemon Jade was a bootleg that tied into Pokemon Diamond, another bootleg, which also takes place in Sinnoh. Now, that's not the craziest part. The craziest part is Wydeer, the Pokemon with the big, like, horns, looks a lot like the Princess Mononoke's forest spirit. That was on the cover of Pokemon Jade, aka Pokemon Hisui, aka the Hisui region. Oh my god, it's all connected. The only Tsukihime connection to that is the name Hisui. There's nothing else. But yeah. Kawaku-san gives a small bow as if to say farewell and leaves the sitting room. This leaves me and two girls I don't recognize. It has been a long time, Nissan, says the girl with the long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought processes stop at once. My mind goes blank and I can't think of any words of greeting. All I can do is nod with a yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This Akiya that I had not seen in 8 years is not the Akiya I remember. And thankfully not the Akia from the other timeline, am I right? Whoa. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of a noble family. Nissan? The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say are dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning in somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Akiha, but it seems Akiha already recognizes me as her brother. You do not look so well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Akiha throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just my imagination, or does it look like she's in a bad mood? No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you've changed, Akiha. People do change over the course of 8 years, Nissan. We are at an age of change. Or did you think we'd remain like back then forever? What is this? I can feel the thorns in Akiha's words. No, you definitely changed, Akiha. You become more beautiful than before. This isn't flattery. It's how I really feel. Which is strange. Very weird. Gonna be real, mate. And? Indeed. But you, on the other hand, have not changed much at all. Akiha answers coldly, her eyes closed. I will say, we've done this a couple times, but getting back to the beginning of a route, it hits you with the, oh boy, characters are rough and not very nice early on. I much prefer once they're all friends. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It is as I had thought. It seems Akiha does not think well of me. If you are feeling well, let us finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why you were called back here, Nissan? I've heard nothing more than a sudden come back to the mansion, though I found out in the papers that the old man passed away. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it on the financial papers. Word of Tohno Makihisa's death reached his son, Tohnoshiki, via the newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives hadn't told him, this disinherited son could pick up news of his father's death merely by buying a 100-yen newspaper. It might be cynical of me to say so, but the world definitely has become a convenient place. Oh my god, wait till this dude learns about cell phones. I am sorry. It was my fault you did not get the news about father. Akiha quietly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like you would come back from the dead if I went. It's not like something you should be worried about. I am sorry. It is somewhat comforting to hear you say that. Akiha's face is serious, but this is not a topic I care much about. A funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot detach their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. Again, edgy. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, well, there's no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tohnos to be entrusted to the Arimas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tohnos by blood are you and I, Nissan. Citation needed. I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted you to the Arimas, but he's no longer with us, and so there's no longer any need for you to live with them. That is why I had you come back here. Well, that's all well and good, but I'm quite surprised you're able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me with the Arimas in the first place? That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tohno family. I declined every one of the proposals from our relatives. I would like you to continue living here, Nissan, but this is a place with rules. You will avoid living the overly casual lifestyle you've been leading up until now. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Akiha. There's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to. I will not ask more of you, but do try to... Or are you saying that you are unable to do what I already have? Akiha shoots me a cold look. It seems she's hitting me with her grudge against me leaving her for these last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I'll try my best. Akiha just stares at me as if she doesn't quite believe me. You do not need to try as long as you get the results. Her pose is dignified. Her words, merciless. Let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care to have too many people around, so I cleared everyone out. Okay, my question is now, who else could have been here? We don't know anything about any other potential people. Hold on a second, Akiha. You cleared everyone out. You wouldn't want to run into one of our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nissan? See, now this is curious. We know nothing about them. I have put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems. Wait, no problems? You're gonna get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that. Again, the whole extended family we don't know much about. Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the mansion overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed with just the two of us here? Ugh. Well, it's true I would feel more relaxed, but you've only just become the head of the family, Akiha. If you go around abusing your powers like some kind of dictator, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions. Indeed. That's why Father entrusted you to the Arimas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. I am not going to put up with their whining any longer. Oh. I don't remember hearing that before. I wonder if that's new info, because I don't remember. Huh. Not gonna put up with... Look, Akiha. Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please, just worry about your own life from now on, Nissan. I can see it's gonna be difficult for you in many ways. Akiha says sullenly, looking away a little. Now then, if there's anything you don't stand, ask her. Hisui. She looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hisui bows expressionlessly. This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable with you? Yeah. What, personal maid? You mean? In other words, she's your servant. Akiha declares as if it were obvious. Well, I can't believe it. Fitting with the western style of the house, the girl in the maid outfit stands there as if it was natural to do so. Hold on. I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I don't need someone to wipe my butt. My tuchus can be cleaned with the bidets we already have. I can take care of myself. Would that include the cooking and the laundry? Yeah. Kia's pretty sharp at pointing these things out. My dude, it's never too late to learn. For real, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say something controversial. If you are at least 16 years of age, you should be able to do your laundry and cooking for yourself. It's just a thing. And if you're like, oh man, but I don't. Hey, it's never too late to learn. I mean, laundry is super easy. That's just laziness if you don't do laundry. But hey, are you scared of cooking? Just go. Just try. Start with the basics. Start with making an omelet. Anyone can make an omelet, right? And then from there, you start to experiment, because it's... People are like, girls love a guy who can cook. I disagree. I think every single human being should have knowledge of survival. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, rant over. At any rate, now that you've returned to this house, you will obey my directions. I don't know how you lived at the Arima house, but you're living at the Tohno house now. Please accept everything given to you. Can't say anything, and I drift my eyes towards Hisui. As expected, she looks back at me expressionlessly like a doll. Well then, Hisui, please show Nissan to his room. Yes, my lady. Hisui approaches me with a shadow-like lack of presence. I will guide you to your room, Shiki-sama. Hisui heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head off towards the lobby too. We enter the lobby. This mansion is split into east and west wings. Thinking about them wings. With the lobby in the middle. The lobby is like the body of a bird, whose wings are the halls extending diagonally to the east and west. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. I think that's a Japanese thing, because hospitals are freaking massive, my man. Where do you find a small hospital? I remember the house is constructed symmetrically, so both the east and the west wings have the same floor plan. Your room is this way, Shiki-sama. Hisui climbs up a flight of stairs. Seems my room is on the second floor. Come to think of it, the servants' rooms should be on the first floor of the west wing, so that's probably where Hisui and Kohaku-san's rooms are. Outside, the sun is already set. The girl in the maid uniform walks down the long, dimly lit hallway without a word. Kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? Hisui stops and looks back at me. Oh, no, I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. Is this my room? Yes. If you're displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you. No, there's no way I could be displeased with it. It's just a little... No, it's really too fancy for me. Shiki-sama? It's fine. I'll gladly use this room. Understood. This room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you will find anything unsatisfactory with it. There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. It's as if she was implying this was once my room. Hey, is this by chance my old room? That is what I have been told. Am I mistaken? Hisui inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved. It seems this girl can express emotion after all. Well, it might be now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so, well, it must be. I can't feel any sense of familiarity about this place at all, but I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. I can't get settled here, though. I was living in a 6.5 mat-sized room until this morning. It's like I'm staying in some high-class hotel. 6.5 mats is very small. I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you are the eldest son of the Tohno house, Shiki-sama. You're right. Gotta do my best so I can at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed out with everything that's happened so far, but I guess I got no choice but to adjust from today onwards. Shiki-sama, all your luggage has been brought here. Is there anything more you require? Nope, not really. Why do you ask? There was very little delivered. If there's anything you need, I can have it prepared, so please do not hesitate to ask. I see. No, I don't need anything for now. I didn't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and, well, the textbooks in my bag, and that white ribbon with the unidentified owner. That's all. Ah, that's right. I haven't asked her about the important thing yet. Can I ask you something, Hisui? Yes. What is it, Shiki-sama? Sorry if I'm mistaken about this, but you and Kohaku-san are sisters, right? That's an interesting silence. For an instant, surprise flashes in Hisui's emotionless eyes. Yes. Kohaku is my older sister. Once again, I ask the question. How can there be twins with one older? Like, I'm gonna be real, the whole thing of they're twins, but one is older. That doesn't make any sense to me. What? Like, who? What? That's not how it works. A couple seconds ain't gonna make that much difference. Really? Great. Then that means you two must be the girls who once lived here. I'm so happy that I inadvertently raised my voice. Alright, but here's the thing. Immediate brain thoughts. This... No, I'm not gonna say it. Nope. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna just... All I was gonna say is... Because it says here... They're sisters, right? And then she's the older. So I think maybe the thing about the twins might actually be the thing that's... possibly not true. Or there's some shenanigans going on there. Because again, the idea of an older twin is stupid, frankly. In direct contrast to my joy, Hisui does not move. Hisui? You and Kohaku were the children taking in here, aren't you? We used to play together. I wonder if you remember. I close my mouth as I speak. No, the girl I had played together with was the bright and cheerful one. The one who just gazed at us with those cold eyes used to be, or has to be. Okay. I'm still thinking there might be something with like, oh, they're actually switched, right? That's how I'm feeling. I played together with your sister quite often. Hisui? Yes, I know. 2 years before you went to the Arima house, Maki Hisa-sama took in Nei-san and I. Hisui speaks as if disinterested. It's good that I know Hisui and Kohaku-san are the twins from my memories, but it seems Hisui doesn't think much of it. I see. I didn't talk to you much. Sorry for getting so worked up. You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I must apologize for my rudeness to you when I was younger. Hisui lowers her head. I can feel really uneasy. I know Hisui doesn't mean to make me feel bad, but I don't know how to respond when a girl the same age as me says that to me. Do you have any other requests, Shiki-sama? No, nothing in particular. Very well. I shall come to you in an hour's time. Come to call you in an hour's time. Please relax until then. As I expected, Hisui says everything with an expressionless face. By 1 hour later, she must mean dinner. But even if she tells me to relax, how would I do that here? Clock says it's around 6 o'clock. Usually I'd be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubts as to whether there's any such thing in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask about, but is there a television in the mansion? A television? Hisui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. I feel there's something wrong with asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a rare troubled face and stares off into space. There is no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, but when they departed, they packed it up with their luggage and took it with them, so I do not believe there are any remaining. Hold on. Visitors? Like who? For how long? Again, we don't know about these people and we're still curious. Relatives. The eldest son of the Kugamine-sama from a branch of the family, Tozaki-sama's third daughter and her fiancé, and Kishima-sama's eldest son came to stay for close to 3 years. Sorry if I read that weird. I was trying to think of the names, right? I'm thinking, have we heard any of these? I'm just gonna do one Google. Just one. Okay. There is one of those names. There is one of those names that does stand out to me now. There is one that I look at and I'm like, oh, you're confirmed for Melty Blood already? Oh ho, very interesting. Okay. 3 years, huh? Hisui, that's what you call freeloaders, not visitors. Hisui does not reply. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems that servants can't say anything bad about them. Well, at any rate, it seems those relatives had brought and taken back their luggage with them. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There was no way he would ever watch a TV. Akia, who'd been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably be the same. Well, it's not like I'll die without one. Hisui is silent. Like a perfect example for servants, Hisui says nothing unless she's being asked a direct question. That is, of course, kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expressionless face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just any old half-hearted effort. Oh, there was a library on the first floor of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go find something to read when I have some free time. Hisui does not reply. She stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell where she's looking. Hisui? Hisui doesn't say a word. Suddenly she looks straight at me. I believe there is one in Nei-san's room. Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. There's one of what? A television. I remember seeing one in Nei-san's room. Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. I see. Kawaku-san does look like the type of person who'd watch those variety shows. But I balk at the idea of going to Kohaku-san's room to tell her, let me watch your TV. Sorry, just forget I asked. After all, I'll be living here from now on, so I've got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what kind of sort of cynical comment I'd be in for from Akia if I started watching television. It seems I'll be leading a scholarly student life fit for a member of the Tohno family from now on. Alright, I'll be in my room until dinner, so come and call me when it's time. You got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Silently opening the door, she leaves the room. You've already viewed this scene. Yep, we're good. So we need to, again, I have the guide up, just so I can get onto the route, because there's no way in heck I'm gonna find it if I don't. We want to stay in our own room, because we're not talking with Akia, we're not going to see Kohaku, we're going to chill in our own room and just do nothing. Right, we're going to skip that. You've already seen that, skip that. We're going to go to sleep. That's probably the doggos barking outside. We're going to skip that. Interesting, it's showing me, huh? The howling continues. There's no way I can sleep like this. I can't sleep, but that's just normal. I'm sleepy, so I'll pass. Pulling the sheets over me, I stretch out on the bed. I can just think of the howling as the sound of something mundane, like cars driving by on the street. Today's been a very long day. I'm mentally tired from eating dinner in this unfamiliar mansion and conversations with Kiha and everyone else. After all that, the howling is just background noise. I close my eyes and gently fall to sleep. I have a nostalgic dream. The end of summer 8 years ago, after I was injured, was taken to that hospital where no one visited and met Sensei. Upon returning to the mansion, I heard from my old man that I would be taken in by a family I'd never heard of. Everything happened so fast. Right after the day I left the hospital, I ended up going to the Arima household. There was not a single cloud in the blue sky that day. The start of autumn, I was led away from the Tohno mansion, but a little before that, that girl had come to see me, sneaking past the eyes of the adults. When you're about to leave, please come to the tree in the rear courtyard. After being told that, I snuck out from under my old man's eye and out to the rear courtyard. The sky was blue. Below that deep blue sky that seemed to extend forever, she waited for me. As far as I knew, this was the first time that she had left the mansion to come outside. Take this. Saying that, she undid the ribbon that bound her hair and handed it to me. I guess it was her farewell gift to me, but as a child I didn't even feel happy about it. After all, what kind of a 9-year-old boy would feel happy after receiving a ribbon? That ribbon is my favorite, so give it back to me later, okay? But those were the words that saved me. Give it back, she said. Come back, is what I heard from these words. Just that was good enough for me. That last day with no one to even see me off. For her, whom I had never even spoken to say that to me, it made me happy. Okay, that's pretty spot on. That is Hisui. But I could not say I'll definitely return it. As clever as I was at that time, I realized I would never be able to return to this mansion ever again. Those were the only words we exchanged. Something about her icy eyes was very sorrowful. It was time, so I began walking towards the doorway. The girl just stood there like a doll, watching me leave. A distant dream of what happened one fine day, under the cloudless blue sky. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, like, I'm like thinking right now, isn't this literally just the quintessential quintuplets, but it's more like the duplicitous twins, or the, no, shoot. That's the wrong type of, no, the tenacious twins. Sure, we'll go with that. It's the same idea. I went for the wrong. I was thinking more about the twins more than the alliteration, so I kind of screwed that up. But it's so far it's very similar. It's there was a gift a long time ago, but you don't know who it is. Which one liked me? I don't know. Let's solve the mystery as it goes on. Also, it's vague enough that all answers can technically be correct. Anyways, let's hope we don't follow the same route and worst girl gets to be the canon choice, because oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, why? Inversion impulse dos. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar voice. The dream quickly fades away as a voice calls me back to reality. It is morning. Time to wake up, Shiki-sama. An unfamiliar voice greets me. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday it sends chills down my back. Wow, interesting. We got up. That was a plot point that he couldn't in the previous routes. I wake up. Hisui stands far from the bed like a statue. I sleepily look around. Good morning, Shiki-sama. A girl in a maid uniform bows. For a moment, I doubt my eyes. Finally, I recall my current condition. Yeah, I came home, right? I push myself up and look around the room. Outside the window, the weather is great. A blue sky like the one I saw in my dream. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me up. There is no need to thank me. It is my duty to come and wake you, Shiki-sama. Hisui answers indifferently, completely expressionless. Why do you have to be so formal, Hisui? It's really a shame. If Hisui only had half of Kawaku's brightness, she would be really cute. Do you need something? Realizing I'm looking at her, Hisui stares straight back at me. No, nothing at all. Waking up and seeing your face, I just felt like, well, I'm really at the Tohno mansion. Hisui's eyes are like cold ice. Seeing that all of a sudden, something reminiscent of a dream flashes through my mind. I see. I remember it completely. That day, the girl that gave me the ribbon right before I left was the one who always watched us from that window. Oh man, did we just hard confirm the route? That is, in other words, it was Hisui. Yeah, because it says that she never talked, right? Yes. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? Hisui, do you remember? About when I left here 8 years ago? Yes, I remember it. But was there anything special that happened? Anything special? Hisui, please forgive me. 8 years has passed since you departed this mansion, so even if you speak of those times, I cannot answer with any specific details. Wah, does she not remember the promise we made back then? Hisui, you don't remember about the ribbon? Ribbon? She looks downcast as she admits with difficulty she does not remember. Oh, I see. That's right, it was 8 years ago. Sorry, it's nothing. Just forget about what I said. She doesn't remember the promise, but it isn't anything I can hold against her. Even though it was maybe just a childish promise, it really did help me to face forward into the future back then. Well, time to get up. Hisui, do you know what time it is? Yes, it is now past 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that leaves me just a little time then. Stretching my back, I get out of bed. You say that, but you do not have much time. It takes about 30 minutes to go from the mansion to your school. You only have 20 minutes to eat breakfast and get ready. Oh, that's right, this isn't the Arima's house! I'm filled with horror. I was so used to the Arima household with being only 20 minutes away from here, or from the school, but from here, I don't even know a shortcut. Your uniform is folded and awaits you over there. Please come to the sitting room after you have changed. Damn it! If you're gonna wake me up earlier. Muttering selfishly to myself, I reach for the uniform. It's folded neatly and the shirt has even been ironed. Oh my god, who irons their clothing? What a square. Passing my wrists through the sleeves feels good. It's that fresh, brand new feeling that I can't stand personally. Aki and Kawaku are relaxing in the sitting room. Aki is wearing the uniform of the Asagami Ladies Academy, a famous school for young girls. They are drinking tea together gracefully, as if breakfast ended a long time ago. We need to specifically greet them both. Morning, you two. Good morning, Shiki-san. Wearing a white apron that suits her, Kawaku-san replies with a smile that could not possibly be larger. On the other hand, Akia just casts a glance at me. Good morning. You certainly took your time this morning, Nissan. She certainly knows how to put a damper on things. Took my time. Well, it's barely past 7. It only takes 30 minutes to get to school from here, so I'm actually up early. So you're saying you're gonna finish breakfast in just 10 minutes? You're not some starving dog, so if you're gonna eat breakfast, I'd like you to take your time. Kia's words really do have thorns. You've already viewed this scene. Yep, we're Skipperooski. We're gonna ask about Yumizuka Satsuki. And we're gonna skip. Even after second period, oh, this is interesting that we're seeing it, Yumizuka doesn't show up. With no way to find out, my bad feeling about this grows larger. We're gonna skip through most of the Yumizuka saga, huh? Speaking of, I'm pretty happy. And she will be too. Yes, I have seen. Yes, that's amazing. If that means nothing to you, don't worry. but some of you know, and I know as well. That's really good. It's lunchtime. In spite of the morning's excitement, the classroom has returned to its everyday cheerfulness. It seems that no one in class is really taking Yumizuka Satsuki's running away from home seriously. Tohno, let's get lunch. That's okay. I don't really feel like it. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Don't be troubled with other people's problems too much. Other people's problems, huh? Arhiko's words are too close to the truth. Huh? You're not with Inui-kun today? Senpai, what are you doing in our classroom? Well, I thought I'd have lunch with you guys. Tohno-kun, aren't you going to eat something? Senpai sits down on the desk, looking at me anxiously. Nah, I just don't seem to have any appetite today. Are you not feeling well? Something like that. Don't worry about me. You go on to the dining hall. Arhiko's probably already there. Oh, you're not energetic at all. I don't know what happened, but if you don't eat lunch, you'll feel even worse. Well, that's true, but since I'm not hungry, there's not a lot I can do. Nope. I really don't feel well. Sorry, I really don't feel too good right now. I'm going to the clinic, so please just have lunch with Arhiko. Senpai sighs. I don't know what's going on, but please don't push yourself, Tohno-kun. I'm going to the clinic, so I won't push myself. Forcing a smile, I leave the classroom. Again, I'm just following the guide for at least until I'm dead set on the right path. When I get back, our room is ended. I'm the only one left in the classroom as everyone else has rushed off to club activities or to their houses. Well, there's not really any need for me to stay here. Putting my things in my bag, I leave the classroom. It's past 4 o'clock. I told Hisui I'd return around 4, so I don't have time to wander around. I suddenly stop as I walk up the hill. Yesterday at the same time, I remember how natural the parting was between Yumizuka and I. To be honest, I'm concerned about Yumizuka, but no matter how much I worry, there's nothing I can do. I told her I would help her as much as I could whenever she was in a pinch, but now I don't even know how I can help. I reach the top of the hill, walk along the wall, and reach the front gate of the mansion. This western mansion does seem out of place. In the middle of a residential area and at the top of the hill, this imposing mansion really does give the impression that it's from another country other than Japan. Besides, to top it all off, welcome back, Shiki-sama. And standing there in front of the gate to welcome me is a maid. Hisui stands there like a statue in front of the gate. Thanks, Hisui. Forgive me for asking, but have you been waiting for me this whole time? No, not the whole time. I have only waited for half an hour. Is something wrong? She speaks extremely matter-of-factly. Wait a minute, waiting for me like that is going overboard. I'm really happy you waited to greet me, but you don't have to go that far. Wearing that and standing so conspicuously, well, I feel a little embarrassed. Plus, it is autumn. It get pretty cold out soon. Hisui is silent. She might be part foreigner. Oh, didn't consider that. As her blue eyes are like finely crafted glass, staring at me lifelessly without emotion. Huh. It's a new fact just dropped in. Surprise, they're foreign. I can see that. I can see that though, for sure. Right? Especially like the hair color. Oh god, is she Irish? A brief silence ensues. I understand. Then starting tomorrow, I will wait in the lobby. Hisui gives a brief bow and opens the gate. After that, she resumes her immobile depiction of a statue. That's good, I like that. After I walk through the gate and enter the garden, she quietly follows behind me. When we reach the entrance, Hisui whooshes past me. Wow! I instinctively jump back. What is it, Shiki-sama? No, nothing, it's nothing. She literally like double tapped forward and did a dash. She just whooshed. She Uncle Phil'd. She did the Uncle Phil gif, you know. Just the Uncle Phil instant movement. She silently opens the front door. She must have moved ahead of me to do so, waiting behind her master until her turn arises and quietly fulfilling her duty. Perhaps that is the duty of a maid, but it makes a normal person like me a little nervous to have her attending my every move. This isn't good at all. This just makes me feel like a perpetual guest in my own house. Hisui? Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama? I said this yesterday already, but I like to do things that I can do by myself. No, please let me. This is some sort of secret, but the truth is, I am pretty lazy deep inside, so I tend to let things go. Yeah, I really want that to be a secret from Ikiha. I do not understand. Are you telling me to be more strict? No, that's definitely not it. I just want to live as relaxed as possible. I am deeply sorry. I do not appear to understand what you are saying, Shiki-sama. That's what I'm saying. Well, you don't have to look so serious. This is troubling. Last night when I talked to her a little about this, I had a premonition, but I didn't know she took things this seriously. What I'm saying is you don't have to worry about me. I don't mind being helped with things like laundry and cooking, but other than that, I can take care of myself. Isn't it just you and Kohaku-san taking care of this enormous mansion? So I don't want to add to your duties. Just relax. Her expression doesn't change. She doesn't answer or even give a nod. Just a quick closing of the eyes, I think. I understand. But you do not have to worry about me, Shiki-sama. She doesn't understand at all. Hisui swiftly swishes to the side to make way for me. I sigh. I really am taken aback. All this devotion really does make me happy, but I think it'll be good if she was just half as cheerful as Kohaku-san was. She has such a beautiful atmosphere around her. Maybe if I just relax a little bit, that would be... Shiki-sama, are you not going to return to your room? No, I was just thinking about something. I turn to the side and face the stairs. Hisui looks longingly at the bag in my hand. I think she wants me to let her carry it. She already went through all this trouble just to greet me, and now she wants to carry my bag. I ignore her longing attitude as I quickly walk towards my room. Please take off your school clothes and place them here. I have to clean the mansion, so if you need anything, please call me. Hisui, you clean the mansion? I wonder what Ikiha and Kohaku-san are doing. Ikiha-sama is in the salon taking care of Makihisa-sama's business and inheritance matters. Nei-san would most likely be sweeping in the courtyard. Huh? My old man's business inheritance? Is she talking with a lawyer or something? Yes. It seems she is being informed about all the administration policies, so she'll be extremely busy until dinner time. Well, the old man did suddenly pass away, so he probably didn't tell her anything about his company. Sorry for taking your time. I'll call you if anything happens, so you can return to what you were doing. I understand. Well then, please excuse me. Change out of my uniform and into some normal clothes. The blue and orange, baby. God, it's awful, but you gotta wear it. Clock says it's just past 5 o'clock. It'd be a waste if I just spaced out, so I gotta go see Hisui, because we're on her route, so let's go see her. That's right. She's been taking care of me since yesterday, so if I have time to fool around, I ought to go help Hisui. Well then, Hisui said she'd be cleaning the mansion, but where could she be? I go down to the lobby. She wasn't in the hallway on the second floor, so maybe she's in the sitting room? Not here. Oh my god! We get to see the kitchen! Yo! Oh my god, it exists! That's a first! Why did it take so long to see the kitchen? I've waited to see the kitchen for so long. This looks tiny. Holy crap. This is minuscule. I had a much larger idea in my head for the kitchen. This looks like I'm gonna be real. This is smaller than any kitchen I've ever had in my house. I imagined so much larger. For the size that this mansion is, oh my god, this place is so small. Not here. Not here. Not here. Well, she's not anywhere on the first floor. The only place I haven't been are the locked recreation rooms, the guest room, and the salon where Akiya is right now. Yo, you got a rec room? You got pool? Yo, let's play pool. Well, I guess she's on the second floor then. It is a big mansion, so there's probably a bunch of places I haven't looked. Psyching myself up, I start up the stairs. I go up the stairs and glance down the hallway. And then, I see Hisui's silhouette standing by the window in the east hall of the mansion. Yo, look at that side glance. Look at that glance. My voice dies in my throat. In the middle of the hallway, in the twilight between light and shadow, Hisui stands motionless. I can't speak. Something about her seems dangerous. Hisui lingering in the gloom of this Western-style mansion. She seems so incredibly beautiful, but at the same time, a chill runs through me as if I were looking at a ghost. She doesn't even move a finger. She simply stares out the window. That window, is that the same one she watched us from back then? Hisui? I can't do anything but stare in fascination. I'm so dumbstruck I can't speak or even blink. That was a good timing on my auto blink. I can only watch her. And then, her eyes, still like that of a doll's, suddenly turn towards me. Shiki-sama, is something wrong? No, nothing. I just, Hisui tilts her head in curiosity. It seems to break the mysterious spell I was under. I was looking for you because I had some free time and thought I'd give you a hand. For some reason I couldn't find you, but I made it. I see. But Shiki-sama, there is no need for you to do that. Please return to your room. I thought it would turn out like this. Hisui doesn't want me to do any work. But Hisui, I don't have anything else to do. I don't like just doing nothing, so I thought I ought to pitch in. Shiki-sama, you may say that, but there is no longer any work that you may assist me with. The only thing that remains is to arrange Akiha's bedroom. No males are allowed to enter Akiha's bedroom. Boy, that rule didn't exist in Akiha's route. Not even you, Shiki-sama. Well, it's definitely true. But it's a little cruel. She didn't have to emphasize the last part. Please excuse me, I have to finish my duties. Duties. Her footsteps echo in the air and she goes into Akiha's bedroom. Sheesh. I just can't go into a girl's bedroom because I have free time. Oh well, I guess I'll go back to my room. Turn on my heels. Before doing so, I get curious about the window Hisui was staring out of. Huh. Isn't that Kohaku-san in the courtyard? You can see the whole courtyard from this window. Was Hisui looking out into the courtyard from this window, just as she did when she was a child? I wonder why. We still really don't know. Still got so many things. After dinner and we drink tea in the sitting room. Delicious. Akiha's, you know what? I need a big sippy right now myself. Not tea, but water. That looks so funny on my model. Akiha sits across from me and Hisui stands by the wall. There is no such thing as a TV in this room and Akiha doesn't say much. Everything seems so high class. Shiki-san, can you come here for a moment? Kohaku-san's cheerful voice calls from the lobby. Ni-san, Kohaku is calling you. Did you do anything to make her call for you? Well, no, I don't remember anything, but I'll be right back. I leave Akiha and Hisui behind and go to the lobby. Kohaku-san is pacing back and forth by the entrance. Kohaku-san? What are you doing? Shiki-san. Well, it's a little complicated, but could you please step outside with me? Here is not a good place. I don't understand what's going on, but I follow her anyway. You have something to tell me? Is it a secret or something? Yes. If Akiha-sama were to hear it, she would get mad at you, Shiki-san. Something Akiha would get mad over? What do you mean? I haven't done anything to make her mad. Oh, no, it isn't anything you did. But, you know, while you were eating with Akiha-sama, a guest came to see you. Huh? A guest for me? Yes. She was walking around the front gate, so I called out to her. She was wearing the school uniform of your high school. And then Kohaku-san began to describe the guest's appearance. About my age, with a slightly childish face. Cute girl, with her hair tied in pigtails. That's new! Huh. I feel as if my world is enveloped in darkness. That description. Isn't it Yumizuka Satsuki who ran away from home? She asked, is this Tohno-san's mansion? And I answered, yes it is. And then she asked, is Tohno-kun here now? Huh. And then what, Kohaku-san? Well, she seemed like she wanted to talk to you, but she refused when I asked her if she wanted to come in. She seemed okay that she would not get to meet you right now. Kohaku-san wonders aloud what it was all about, and she tilts her head. But I'm the one who wants to know. Why did Yumizuka-san come to my place? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. Kohaku-san, how long ago was this? It was before the end of dinner, so about 10 minutes ago. And which direction did she go? Well, she went down the hill towards the station, I think. Can I make it? If I run, if I get lucky, I might make it. Got it. Well, I'll be gone for a little bit, so please keep this a secret from Akiha. I understand. If Akiha-sama found out, she would not leave you alone, Shiki-san. Giving a quick bow and a cheerful smile to the smiling and cheerful Kohaku-san, I run down the road and into the night. Dashing with all my strength, I run towards the station. So it's interesting, even this encounter is going differently. I look for someone like Yumizuka in the crowd in front of the station. I'm out of breath. My legs are painfully aware of how fast I was running, and they stop. I knew it wouldn't be this easy to find her. Trying to control my breathing, I start to run again. I don't see Yumizuka Satsuki anywhere. It's only natural, but I can't seem to give up that easily. I don't think it's because I'm so worried about her. It's just that I have this terrible premonition. That's why I'm running like this. I'll be going. Bye-bye, Tohno-kun. That was a goodbye just like any other. A truly happy, gentle smile. That was not the face of someone who'd run away from home. Tohno-kun, help me when I'm in a pinch, okay? Yes, it really is that simple. I just don't want to betray that smile. I pant with exertion. I don't see her in the park either. There wasn't a way to find her from the beginning. I should just give up and go back to the mansion. Damn it. Still, I try to look for her as I turn back to go through town. I come to the front of the station once more. It's already past 9 o'clock. It's probably because of all the recent serial killings that the area around the station is quite empty already. At that moment, Yumizuka. For an instant I doubt my eyes, but the back of the figure in front of me, it resembles Yumizuka Satsuki's too much. Yumizuka walks quickly into the midst of the crowd. I can't tell for sure. I may have been wrong, but I decided I should still catch up to her and call out to her. Wait, Yumizuka-san! I shout while running. Yeah, those red eyes. I could tell. When I got here, I'm like, something's different about her. Did she hear me? Yumizuka quickly turns around to face my direction. That face. There's no confusing it. The girl walking ahead of me is unmistakably Yumizuka Satsuki, and the expression on her face wasn't frightening. But I feel a chill run through my spine. My heart starts to pound quickly. The back of my head throbs heavily and my throat is burning. And now we know why this happens. It's because, my dude is literally a Belmont. He comes from a bloodline of vampire killers, and that's sick. What is this? It's weird. The inside of my body is burning. I feel dizzy, as if I'm in the grip of a terrible fever. In that moment, Yumizuka begins to walk again. Wait, Yumizuka-san! I call out running. Yumizuka walks on unsteadily, not turning. Can't you hear me, Yumizuka? I urge my hot body onwards, but no matter how much I try, I cannot catch Yumizuka. No matter how fast I run, I cannot catch up to her even as she walks. Something is strange. I know that, but I couldn't tell what it is. Right now, all I can do is follow Yumizuka Satsuki. And then I lose sight of her. Yumizuka Satsuki, whom I had been chasing without success, is nowhere to be seen. Shit, what the hell's going on? I stop, catching my breath. My chest heaves deeply. Though I hadn't realized until now, I must have been running for a long time. What time is it? Resting my hands on my knees, I glance up at the nearby store window. It is already midnight. Can't be. I couldn't have been running for that long. It's hard to believe, but the clock is correct. Looking around, most lights in the shopping district are off. I should go back. Even though I'm worried about Yumizuka, I feel I wouldn't be able to find her anymore. I chased her for almost 3 hours, calling her name all this time, but she did not even respond. What was she thinking? With a big sigh, I decided to head back to the mansion. Okay, that is, I guess, slightly different, huh? Skip. Okay, we're going to go and look. Okay, so then we go, that was probably a bit, and then, okay, here we go. With a killer skulking around looking for victims, I shouldn't be investigating suspicious sounds in alleyways, but I still remember Yumizuka's smiling face from yesterday. There's no reason for Yumizuka to be there. But if she is, she might need my help. I'll never forgive myself if I just ignore this. Alright. Taking a deep breath, I steel my spirit. Besides, if it comes to it, I have my eyes, too. Since I said not to use them recklessly, but she'll find it acceptable if I use it against a killer. That sound, it came from here. Preparing myself, I step into the alley. Part of these, I'm like, I wonder where the changes are going to be. My heart pounds. The back alley is quiet. The noise came from an open area at the far end. The back of my head hurts, as if convulsing under the utmost strain. My racked spine hurts as if it's about to rip itself out of my body. Why is it? I can't think, yet my instincts shout at me. Don't go. Don't go any further. If you do, you won't be able to come back. But it's already too late. I step out of the back alley and into the open space. That weak voice is all I can get out. The back alley is a single sheet of crimson. In it, limbs are strewn amongst the garbage and the rubble. Not the limbs of dogs or cats and the like. They are human limbs, blood dripping from fresh meat and bone. The ground and the walls are painted with red blood. A heavy scent fills my nostrils. Thick, like a red fog permeating my body, the choking smell of blood. A face. A face. A face. A face on a severed head rolling around with an expression of agony. A face shriveled up like a mummy split in halves. A face with both eyes gouged out, so distorted I can't even tell if it used to be a man or a woman. Unable to make a sound, I merely gaze speechless at the corpses. No, they can't even be called human bodies anymore. Even a badly made sculpture looks better than this. There are 4 bodies. They roll around like scraps of leftover food. I gape in shock at the sea of dead bodies. The back of my head throbs, my throat is parched, and my breath burns like fire. My fingertips quiver and my mouth distorts. What is this? What is this world before my eyes? Red. Yes, before my eyes everything is a terrible color. But I merely stand. I think I may be going crazy. Thump thump thump. While being faced with a totally bizarre alien landscape like this, my heart screams shrilly in anticipation. A corpse against the wall moves. No, that's wrong. It's not a corpse. It's not like the scrapped hands and feet. It's a living human being with limbs attached. I see something out of place. In this ghoulish spectacle, the response to seeing someone alive is more of astonishment than happiness, but if he's alive, I have to help him. Hello? In my rush of emotion, I step towards the living figure. Ugh! Pulling itself from the sea, it raises its face towards me. A face like a dried-out skull. I leap back reflexively, but the skull moves faster than I do. With a voice like, he jumps on me. A hideous voice, right next to me. Looking down, there's a large hole in that skull's throat, preventing him from speaking right. The dried-up face, the dried-up arm reaching for me. In the throat of this bag of bones, vocal cords vibrate in accord with this ghastly voice. Ugh! Desperately, I try to tear him off of me, but he merely raises that ghastly voice and will not get off. With a creak, the skull's jaw opens. The mouth opens wide enough to rip off my shoulder with a single bite, and he approaches my face as if saying, I don't want to die. Somebody help save me. I can't even say stop. The guy, made only of skin and bones, tries to bite my head, and suddenly he collapses. That awesome power vanishes. The bag of bones in a person's form crumples to the ground and disappears. Softly, like a bad dream, turns to ash and blows away. What the hell is this? The pain runs through my shoulder. My shoulder begins to turn red and swell where he grasped me. The pain is real, so this must be real. A terrible nightmare, but it can't be a nightmare because it's not a dream. Tohno-kun, it'll be dangerous if you stay there. I turn towards the voice behind me. At the mouth of the alley where I came from, I see Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka-san. Good evening. Fancy meeting you in a place like this, huh? As if we had merely bumped into each other in the mall, Yumizuka greets me lightheartedly. Yumizuka-san, what about you? What are you doing out like a time like this? Oh, just going for a walk. But what's Tohno-kun doing? Killing so many people like this is bad, right? Yumizuka says with a light smile. Killing so many people? I look around me. I remember the tragic scene I'm surrounded by. In a sea of blood, Tohnoshiki stands aghast like a murderer. No! This wasn't me! Oh, of course it was. Everyone's dead, and Tohno-kun's alive, so obviously Tohno-kun must have killed them. No way! It just attacked me! I point at the monster that attacked me moments ago, but nothing's there. Even the ashes of the bones had been blown away by the wind. I swallow my breath. Yumizuka is chuckling. It's not... This wasn't me. My head is paralyzed and can only manage broken language. I understand. I can think clearly, but I can't put my thought into words. For example, why is Yumizuka at a place like this? For example, why is Yumizuka laughing in the face of this tragic scene? Yumizuka-san, Yeah, I know. You just interrupted someone's meal. I'm sorry for sounding mean. I always act against my feelings, so I'm always acting like this to you. Yumizuka is still laughing. It's so inappropriate for the scene, I feel a chill. Yumizuka doesn't move from the entrance of the alley. Her arms are positioned strangely as if she's hiding something behind her back. And looking closer, there are spots of something red on her sleeve. Yumizuka, you... What is it? Your face looks scary, Tohno-kun. She laughs again. No. Somehow this girl cannot be Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka, why are you hiding your hands like that? Have I been found out? I guess you're too observant to miss that, huh? I've always liked that about you, Shiki-kun. After emphasizing my name, she brings her hands out. I love this face, it's so good. Both hands are dyed crimson. Not yet dry, the blood drips off them in red droplets. And proudly, Yumizuka Satsuki is smiling. Yumizuka, your hands. Yeah, I killed those people. What? Oh, but it's okay. I didn't kill them because I hated them. I just needed their blood to live, so I had to kill them. She says this as if it was normal. Of course I can't understand it. All I can understand is my blood is pulsing wildly throughout my whole body. Thump, 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 pant, pant, pant. Fall in love at first sight with that bloody Yumizuka Satsuki, I'm excited. You really killed them, Yumizuka? You wouldn't believe me if I told you it's a lie, right? Or do you think it's impossible for a girl like me to do such a thing? Her voice laughs softly. I don't believe her. I don't believe her, but she's definitely not telling a lie. This tragic scene, it's all Yumizuka's doing. Why such a terrible thing? It's not terrible. Like I said, I didn't kill them because I hated them. There's nothing wrong with killing others in order to live, is there, Tohno-kun, Shiki-kun? What? That's absurd. Killing is wrong. No, it's not. But I did do one bad thing. Since today was my first time drinking blood, I let a little bit of my blood get back into them. Because of that, you got attacked, Shiki-kun. I'm sorry for getting you involved, but we're lucky. It died without being able to finish changing. What? What are you talking about, Yumizuka? It's okay if you don't understand right now. I don't really understand myself, so I can't explain it very well. But I think after a few days, I can become like Shiki-kun. Like Shiki-kun, become a great... She said so, her face distorts in pain. Ha! Rasps of agony echo from her throat. Yumizuka chokes up blood. It hurts. I guess even if I'm hungry, I shouldn't just drink blood at random. If it's not good quality, beautiful blood, it won't agree with me. It's like when I drink milk. She breaks out in a fit of coughing. She chokes out blood with every cough. Yumizuka's body convulses. I don't really understand. All I know is Yumizuka's in terrible pain. That's all I can clearly understand. Are you okay, Yumizuka? Without thinking, I run toward her to take her hand. No, don't come any closer, Shiki-kun. Yumizuka's voice stops me. You mustn't. I'm not entirely okay, Shiki-kun. She speaks painfully, still vomiting red blood. Yumizuka, you... I don't understand. Why Yumizuka's in pain or why she's like this. What the hell's going on? You said you killed those people, but that's a lie, right, Yumizuka? If you're in that much pain, shouldn't you be in the hospital? I know. Even though I understand Yumizuka brought about this tragic scene, I still lie to myself. Hey, Yumizuka, I'm coming over there, okay? I speak gently, but Yumizuka shakes her head in violent refusal. Why? If you're in pain, we have to get you to a hospital right away. Shiki-kun, you're not getting it. You really never understand anything. Idiot! I told you before, I don't understand! Yeah, you did, didn't you? But you're still here. Yumizuka begins to pull away. It hurts, Shiki-kun. She breathes raggedly, coughing up red blood. It hurts. It's cold and I'm scared. I really want your help right now, Shiki-kun. But it's too early. Saying that, Yumizuka straightens up again. Wait for me, okay? I'll go become a great vampire, then I'll come back again to see you. What? Wait up, Yumizuka! Yumizuka's gone. Even as I start to run, Yumizuka is long gone. Her speed is not that of a human's, but of a wild beast. Yumizuka, you... What happened to you, really? Ugh, my shoulder throbs in pain where he grabbed me earlier. When I look back, the open space where all the limbs were scattered only left red blood. The faces, the organs, the hands, and the feet, they all turned to ash like the skull did before. Thump. I feel sick as if I'm gonna cough up blood. This can't be. Thump. This excitement is so intense, I almost coom. This... For a while, the crimson color of blood burns in my eyes. This can't be real. My world swims before me. My eyes see nothing but a distorted world. I don't see any differences there. Maybe it's because the scene is continuing. Before I realize it, I'm back at the mansion. Just like a pet somehow finding its way home, I guess. I'm on the verge of collapsing from dizziness. I didn't think I would make it back this far. Vomit. I'm gonna vomit. My heart is exploding and I can hardly breathe. I have to hurry and rest. Since I've collapsed so many times before from my anemia, I know I'm about to faint. If I just rest my body in bed, this nausea, my exploding heart will all go back to normal. I can forget about all that, as if nothing happened, and wake up to a normal day. Shiki-san, you've returned. Kohaku-san. Kohaku-san emerges from the west hallway. That's right, Kohaku-san's room is in the west hallway on the first floor. Welcome back, Shiki-san. Did you get to meet your friend? Yes, I met her. I remember as soon as I answer. The scattered limbs, face, the blood-stained alleyway. Yumizuka's laughing in her bloody hands. Sorry, I'm going back to my room, so please go back as well, Kohaku-san. I don't feel like talking with anyone right now. I'll leave Kohaku behind and go up the stairs. I collapse on my bed. Ugh. My chest rises and falls as I take deep breaths. My mind feels faint. Dizziness overwhelms me. Even if it means passing out, I just want to go to sleep right now. So why can't I sleep? I'm so dizzy right now, but why don't I pass out like always? If I close my eyes, the vision of that scene in the alley shows up under my eyelids. My heart throbs violently. It isn't terror, rather. It's closer to, like, boner time. Why? I don't understand it at all. Is there a thin line between terror and lust? Hi, who could it be at this hour? Shiki-sama, are you awake? The whisper is Hisui. Thump. Just imagining her form, my heart calms down a bit. Yeah, I'm awake. Please come in. Please excuse me. What's this? Hisui enters carrying a tray that looks like medicine wrapped in paper. Hisui, what are you doing at this hour? Shiki-sama, you seem to have trouble sleeping, so I brought you some medicine. Oh, that's right. But how did you know, Hisui? I heard it from my sister. She told me you were very tired, so I should give extra care. Oh, I see it was Kohaku-san. She must have seen how bad my face looked when we met up in the lobby. And this medicine is... It is a sleep-inducing medicine. Your personal physician gave his approval that it could be used for you. Approval? At this hour? No. My sister asked your personal physician as soon as she found out you were coming here to live in this mansion. Wow, Kohaku-san is pretty amazing. She's pretty thoughtful. Anyway, I'm very thankful right now. Taking the water from Hisui, I drink the medicine. Oh, grape flavored. Your eyes. Your smile. That's a new face. I start to feel very sleepy after a while. Thanks, Hisui. Please give Kohaku-san my thanks as well. As you wish. Well then, please rest well, Shiki-sama. What was that face? I can hear Hisui's footsteps. It feels like all the power is draining from my body. Feels good. I space out, as if I was passing out. I quickly fall asleep. Yo, if you've never taken sleep meds, that stuff just ruins you. Oh, right. I remember now. Right. Is this a dream? A red alley. The same back alley I was in before. Where Yumizuka Satsuki is killing. Luring appropriate passers-by into that back alley. Mercilessly killing them from behind by twisting their necks like a damp cloth and plunging your teeth into them. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. How dare she do those things without me? As if in a dream, indulging herself in the blood, Yumizuka tears apart the 4 bodies and continues licking the blood. A crimson world. But I don't feel it is sick or detest it at all. Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. A knife in my hand. My breathing is out of control. My heart is pounding like a piston, urging me to do something. If it were me, I'd do a much better job. I breathe hard. Is it because I'm holding back my impulse and wanting to do the same things Yumizuka Satsuki is doing? I'm going out of control because I don't want to see such a thing. Why are you hesitating? There's no hesitation. Why are you holding back? There's no holding back. There's no point resisting it. Someone's irritating voice. I want to do what I want to do. That voice, it is my own. Yumizuka's crying. Is she crying because she's not good at killing? Or is it because she's in pain? I don't know. Worthless. Is it all right to think so? That woman is worthless. But am I the one who's worthless? Worthless one should just be killed. Is it all right to kill the worthless? Kill. 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 Kill, 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 kill. Kill, 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 kill. Kill. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it at this point. I know I could like do all of it to get to the point where like, we're done the prologue, but it seems the prologue's getting, well, not the prologue, but the beginning part here. It seems there are a number of differences. So, as such, thank you all for watching, guys. I'm just like I love the fact that I'm starting to just piece it together slightly more and more. Right, you're starting to pick up on some of those things, and you're starting to pick up on things that are still kind of unknowns, right? And I really like that. That's that's some good storytelling that kind of builds on itself. So I will see you all next time, where we will continue with Hisui's route in Let's Read Tsukihime. Bye, guys!
Get in your way of saving those that you